We're going to talk a little bit about why I quit real estate. I've been involved in the real estate industry in one way, shape, or form or another for about 20 years, always looking for ways to create extra income, investment income, and a good return on capital. I know real estate has been very, very popular, and if any of you know anybody that may still be involved in the real estate industry, or maybe you yourself, this presentation will be a fantastic tool for you to present a formidable case on why anyone involved in real estate should be involved with Karatbars as well. As I said, we're always looking for ways to make money, and I used to do real estate, as I said, until someone showed me the Karatbars International business model. When I was doing real estate, a typical real estate flip, I would have a goal of turning a profit of $20,000 to $30,000 per flip, which usually took anywhere from 2 to 3 months. So, if I could do 4 of these a year, that's a good year. Well, that's all well and good when real estate is not as risky as it is right now. When the real estate market is booming, it's a great idea, but as we all know, things have changed. Since 2008, money isn't flowing free and easy as it once was. Credit standards have tightened up to the point where it's very, very hard to find buyers for homes these days. So I found myself with, at the peak, I had 12 properties I couldn't sell. I had to rent them out. So it kind of threw a wrench into the works. Well, here are the 12 reasons why I quit real estate once someone showed me the business model with Karatbars International. I quit real estate because real estate ties up more cash. I've done flips where I finance the entire project out of my pocket. I've done flips where I finance the entire deal out of the bank's pocket. I've done everything in between. But whatever you do, it's going to tie up some cash, and not just a little bit, a lot of cash. And if you have a very fast flip, you may be tying that up in two months, for 2 months. So that's quite a while to tie up that kind of cash. And with Karatbars, we're talking about $2,100, probably less than your closing costs for your house, and it's just a one-time pop, just one-time upfront capital injection. And number two, I quit real estate because of all the liability and the risk. Everybody wanted to sue you. Even subcontractors and buyers and people slipping on your sidewalk if you don't plow the snow, and just a lot of different risk exposures that you don't have with the Karatbars International business. There is no liability. Number three, materials, labor, and carrying costs. Guys, as a general contractor for 20 plus years, always having to coordinate materials, deliveries, labor, dealing with subcontractors. Sometimes they don't show up. If you have employees, sometimes they don't show up. All of them think they're overworked and underpaid, but you got to deal with them. And then there's the carrying costs. If you finance it with the bank, you've got to make the payments to the bank. The bank doesn't care whether you buy or sell it. They just want their money. With a Karatbars business, you don't have that. Not only that, you don't have to improve the property. It is as good as it's ever going to be, and the improvements are done behind the scenes by our IT department. So you don't have to deal with that. Number four reason I quit real estate are just the improvements required themselves. Another injection of capital to bring that property up to the level where you can expect to sell it. And then you got to deal with inspectors. And again, those dreaded subcontractors. Well, with the Karatbars business, no, you work at home. And not only do you work at home, but you work at home with the people that you select to get involved with your business. Very unique. And real estate, the fifth reason I quit real estate is with the new regulations for lead paint and asbestos. More risk and more expense. And again, with Karatbars business, you don't have any of those hassles. You've got fees, permits, and inspectors to deal with. And again, Karatbars, you don't have that. And with the real estate flip, you've got a goal of 20 to 30% return on your capital. And with a Karatbars business, you've got more return on capital and less work involved to achieve that goal. And so $40,000 a flip. With Karatbars International, you're talking $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, and even $40,000 a month cash flow is possible with this asset class. Back to real estate. Reason number 9, no residual income if you flip it. You'll have some income if you rent it, but you're going to have some headaches with that rental income. Like sometimes they tear up your carpet, sometimes you got a leaky roof or damage or different things like that. With Karatbars business, it's all residual income. Yes, you do have some upfront commissions on your direct commission, on your direct sales, on your package sales, but it's mostly a fully seasoned Karatbars business is almost 99% residual income. Another reason, number 10, profits at closing only happens one time on a flip, at closing. You get your chunk of money, you move on down the line. With Karatbars, you take your profits every week in cash and in gold. How cool is that? It just keeps on spinning off cash and gold every week with no hassles. Number 11, real estate flip. We're paid in cash or the digital equivalent. Or we walk away from closing with a check, don't we? Well, with a Karatbars business, you're not only paid in cash and its digital equivalent, but you're also in a position to get paid in gold if you want. Wow, is that exciting. And then 12th reason is the timing. Real estate, the timing is not great. Here where I live in Ohio, it's horrible. Where Karatbars, not only is the timing good, but this is actually becoming a movement. So the top 10 reasons. You ever watch David Letterman on television? He has top 10 reasons. Well, a top 10 list. Well, here's mine. Where an account is advisable. Well, first of all, the asset class itself is one that has a 5,000 plus year history, and it's all good. It's a vehicle to move, control, preserve, multiply, and properly care for capital. Can be income producing. The potential is contained within the system, which has the ability to spin off weekly cash flow and gold. And you're at the same time decoupling from the banking system, paltry interest rates, and fiat paper currency. And at the same time, you're exchanging and coupling units of money to physical gold, where you can take delivery or keep it in free storage. And there's no repairs, maintenance costs, or other cash demands. The affiliate rewards program is nothing short of incredible. Earnings and profits can be taken in cash or in 999.9 gold grams. And number 10, you're going to increase your financial IQ as you learn the truth about our money and our money system. This, in essence, is a way to manage cash flow with gold, in gold if you prefer, in a private system you control. My goodness, what is there to say no to? I don't see anything. So my decision was, I'm going to stop doing the real estate on the left, dealing with banks and taking on these risks of flipping these homes for a better and risk-free way to generate capital. And instead of using credit cards and bank cards, I'm going to use a Karatbar card to move my money. And I'm going to use gold to save my money. It looks like a much, much better way to go. So the old daily activities that I no longer am involved in is freeing me up to put my time and attention into the new daily activity. No longer am I going to have to deal with subcontractors, inspectors, material costs, and deliveries, and all those hassles. I simply need to connect with people. First of all, I want to learn it myself, and then teach these new skills. What new skills? Well, acquiring a package, paying yourself a gram of gold every week, and finding 2 others that are going to do the same thing. I'm just going to keep sorting, finding people, connect them to the information, let the tools and the information do the teaching, and we know some will get it immediately. And those are the people you can't keep away from this business model. They get so excited. Because of the weekly passive cash and gold income is nothing short of incredible. This 12-week plan that was developed by Miles Smith and Pastor Larry Dye, and shared with the senior partners, and got out of development and out onto the diving board July 1st of 2013, and since then it has been nothing short of pandemonium. Financial freedom everywhere, all over the globe, as people enjoy weekly compensation and gold from the system. And the disclaimer, as it says, it's achieved by following the plan as described. Results can vary based on your activity and the activity of your team. But if you follow the plan, the blueprint, if you will, to build your house, in 12 weeks you're going to be much better off financially by just simply learning and teaching 3 new skills. Select and acquire a package. Gram a week into savings and do it for a 12-week commitment. This is the correct way to control, save, and move money. And you're going to find 2 others to do the same thing. The result, if everyone does the same thing, you included, is you're going to have cash every week. You're going to have gold every week that's paid to you by this system that Karatbars International has put together. And the compensation range you and your team control when you start by your package selection. That's why this is so very important. It's why in the 12-week plan we spend so much time on these package options. Now, when we show this to real estate investors, $2,000 or a little over, depending on where currency conversion rates are, that's less than closing costs for most real estate deals. So the money is not a problem. So go right to the VIP. Why? Because the earning power is so much greater. You have 800% more earning power at that level than you do at the bronze. Now, we understand not everyone can afford the $2,000 at enrollment when you first start. Hey, no problem with Karatbars. We have story after story after story of affiliates that start at the bronze level and use their earnings to upgrade, to apply, pay the difference between the bronze and the silver, and you can be a silver. Pay the difference between a silver and a gold, and you can be a gold at any time with no penalty whatsoever. You don't lose any units or points or anything else. You can upgrade at any time, but if you have the cash flow to start at the VIP, is certainly what you want to do. Look at the earning power at week 12 for all these projections. The bronze, it's $4,485 a week, week after week after week. Well, what happens after the 12th week? Well, it keeps going up based on the movement of money, based on the size of your book of business, based on the volume and the velocity of the movement of money within your books of business. It's as simple as that, guys. So the more volume, the more velocity, the more movement of money into gold, the more commissions get paid. The 12-week plan results, people that work the plan are making money. Companies reporting record-breaking gross sales and incomes. And as a result of that, they had to find a very interesting way to pay us, and that ushers in this new debit card. It's your new bank card. It's coupled to your Karatbars Gold account. It's not coupled to a debt-based system, which most credit cards are and most debit cards are, not ours. Ours is coupled to our Karatbars Gold account, and you can use your new card once you become a Karatbars affiliate. Just order your card immediately. It takes two to 4 weeks to get it, and you're going to use that card. Our whole goal here at Karatbars is to convert people to this card. Convert people to this system. Get them out of that debt-based system and get them into this freedom system where you're using your new card all the time to move money. Money in, money coming to you, that comes from the company every Friday. You're going to receive your referral rewards and your weekly cash flow on this card where you can turn around and pay yourself first. Remember, that's one of the secrets of the wealthy is when money comes into your hands, pay yourself first, and we do that by using this card to exchange for our gram, and then we can keep the rest and spend as we please. But we're also going to use it as our commissions grow to completely replace the way we pay our bills. You can pay your bills with this card. You can pay for products and services the correct way. That's with your Karatbars MasterCard. And coming in 2014, not only will we be able to receive money in and make money payments out, but we'll be able to actually pay people in gold if we so choose to. How cool is that? So the picture on the bottom right-hand side of your screen pictures both of the cards. The one on the left is the MasterCard for cash flow needs, your money in and your money out need card. And the card on your right is for your savings. It's what you want to convert some of your earnings into gold and then put it in your piggy bank and save it. And if you do, you will be a very, very happy camper in 12 weeks. This plan changes financial lives. We've seen it. We've seen it in less than 12 weeks. If you're willing and able to learn one phone number and 2 websites, well, why do I need to do that? Well, the phone number is what you want to play to people on the telephone, strike an interest, and the websites is what you want to send them to get information. So you don't have to dispense information. You're using tools. There's lots of great websites. You've got a landing page in your back office. There's Karatbars system. You've got all kinds of options out there. Just it doesn't really matter which one you use. They're all good. Just use one. I like KaratbarsTV.com. That way no one has to fill out a landing page a lead capture form. It's just generic information. It's got the most up-to-date videos and even downloads, including this PowerPoint you're seeing right now is at KaratbarsTV.com for your convenience. You can download it right there. So this 12-week plan was developed, as I said earlier, by a group of independent affiliate leaders, and it's simply a strategy to increase additional earning power. That's all the 12-week plan is. And the enrollment and instructions are in your back office dashboard. Once you create your free account, you can log in and you'll see everything on your right-hand side, and then it will appear a little bigger than what's displayed on your screen here, but you can't miss it. It's on the right-hand side of your dashboard, your first steps after you create your free Karatbars account. So the action plan, there is no cheating or shortcuts. You know, just like a farmer knows there's no cheating or shortcuts to planting a crop, whether it's corn, whether it's wheat, or whether it's soybean. If you don't put the seed in the ground, all of the seed that ground needs to bear the fruit and the harvest, you can't shortcut it. You can't cheat it. You can't just plant a fourth of the seed or even a third or a half of the seed. You got to plant all the seed. And with Karatbars, to get a full harvest, that means 12 weeks of 1 gram a week. You must save yourself. You must get your business marketing package. You must do your gram a week, and you must find 2 others. There's no other way. That is the way. And the result is cash flow and gold you don't pay for. Nothing short of incredible. So as a result, those that are doing the plan are seeing record-breaking income, record number of new affiliates making over 1,000 a week. How exciting is that? 4,000 a month, guys. And we have a record number just reported making over 5,000 a week. That's 20,000 a month, guys. $250,000 plus. And a new updated list of affiliates making over 10,000 a week. Guys, that's some serious, serious money. And a record number, of course, that are all getting their gold from the system instead of their pocket. So that's my decision of why I quit real estate. And if you are involved in the real estate industry, hey, I'm not going to tell you need to do this or do that. All I'm saying is, at the very least, bolt on a Karatbars account, get involved with the movement, and you will have the option of making the same decision that I made, and that is giving your employer, if you have one in the real estate industry, serve a notice that now you've replaced that income with something a lot easier to do and a lot better timing for this industry. So if you haven't already, you need to get back to the person that invited you to this webinar today. If you don't have a Karatbars account, you need to get back to that person. They'll show you how to set up your free account, get your package, and how to set up your weekly pay yourself first in 1 gram of gold, how to expose others, because that is the key to income, is exposing others to this information. That is our presentation, short and sweet, 20 minutes right to the T. I want to thank everybody for attending, and we're going to open the line for questions.